I received an email from one of our new students. Scott, I can't wait to follow this business model of building a brand because I've been following and hearing, and she didn't mention the name, but a certain guru that is giving some advice that absolutely shocked me. And I'm like, wait a minute here. Like, I got to read that again because I can't believe that that is something that someone is saying to do, and that someone that's wanting to do it can see that that's probably not a great way to build a long-term sustainable business. But I get it because it seems like a shortcut. And so let me explain what it is. Basically, here's the business model. Go out there, scrape or find or hire someone to go locate popular memes that are being posted on social media, taking those memes and then ripping off whatever the saying is on them that did real well, the one that got the most likes, the most favorites, like shares, all of that stuff. Take that and then put it on a t-shirt, put it on a mug, and upload it to Etsy. And then just repeat that process. And they even said that there's some type of way, or maybe even a tool, a scraper, that will go ahead and scrape all the popular memes. It'll pull them in and it will automatically put that text on a t-shirt and then upload them to Etsy. And I'm like, number one, I don't think Etsy would be cool with that. That's the first thing that you always have to ask yourself about anything like that. You're like, would Etsy be okay with me doing this? Does it seem like I'm trying to, I don't know, game the system? Trying to shortcut the process? Is this really what Etsy was intended for? And the answer is probably no. The other thing is you're just throwing crap at the wall and seeing what sticks. And okay, let's say that you get a couple that stick. Well, guess what? All you have now that's unique to you is some text on a shirt. That's all you have. You're not focusing on a niche. You're not focusing on a customer. You're not focusing on anything to build out a long-term business. If you're new to the channel, you're new to what I'm about and kind of like our model that we follow, it's all about building a brand that serves one type of customer. And the reason why is because we want to acquire a customer, get a customer, and then from there, we want to sell that customer more stuff, whether it's the same day, make our cart bigger, or we want to sell things down the line. We want to build a customer base. We want to build an email list. We want to be able to have someone want to come back to our shop. We want to have people that give us rave reviews where they're so happy. They're so in love with our brand. They want to come back. They tell people about it. What model do you think is a better model to follow? The first one, where you're just throwing crap at the wall, and in this case, just random memes that could be trademarked, by the way. We don't know. Just slapping them up there. Would that be the better model? Or would the other one, where you're going to spend the same amount of time really going in, creating listings, editing, making sure that everything is optimized, at least you should be, and you're not really building anything that is an asset, anything that you're going to benefit in the future from, because all you're doing is trying to get that one-off sale. That's all that and I'm not saying you, but I'm saying the person that's following this model. So anyone right now that is listening to this, if that's you, well, think about that. Anytime that you see a model that someone is promoting, that they're saying you should try, you need to ask yourself the question, is this something that, number one, is a long-term business that if I'm going to put the work and time in now, that it's going to benefit me now, but in the future as well? Is it something that can build momentum? And then the other simple question is, would Etsy be okay with this? Would I make Etsy's platform a better place if I put my brand or my products on their platform? That's a really important question to ask yourself. So I'm glad that this one student told me this, because I wasn't aware of people just taking memes and then scraping them off the internet and then putting them on a t-shirt and slapping them up. Like I didn't know that was happening, because I would never think to do that. But I'm glad that they brought it to my attention, because then it allows me to bring it to your attention. And hopefully you're hearing this and you're like, yeah, Scott, I want plan B. I want to build the brand. And if you do, we have a lot of resources here on the channel. I'll go ahead and link some different resources in the description. You can check them out. Let me know in the comments. Do you think that plan A, scraping memes and slapping them up is a good model? Or do you think that building a brand is? I'd be curious. Drop that in the comments and let me know. Hopefully it's plan B and you're going to build a brand.